Would you claim a new kingdom in Africa without an army? Yeah, let's talk about this. So, this man in Northern Virginia, he decided that he wanted to show his daughter that he'll do anything in the world for her, that he'll walk to the ends of the earth for her. So to do that, this man got on the internet and found an unclaimed parcel of land that I think is in Sudan. He found an unclaimed parcel of land in Sudan, and he decided to call it the Kingdom of North Sudan, and made himself the king of North Sudan. And then, since he's the king of North Sudan, she is the princess of North Sudan. They designed a flag and everything. They planted that flag. It's 800 square miles in the desert. And this man did that so that she could be a princess. Now, the Washington Post, like, I didn't pull this out of my ass. This is in the Washington Post. The Washington Post did a story about this man and his daughter and his plan. And this man, by the way, who has run for Congress before, he plans to reach out to the African Union for assistance so he can formally establish the kingdom in North Sudan. And this is a quote from the story. He is confident they will welcome him. The man goes on. And by the way, there's pictures of this man in his little plot of desert with the flag planted. I ain't convinced that this ain't a green screen, but still. Anyway, he said he founded the nation in love for his daughter. That's right. He says he wants to develop the area, if I'm not mistaken. Right. You know who they didn't? Here we go. Here's what he says. The next step in Heaton's plan is to establish positive relationships with Sudan and Egypt by way of converting his kingdom into an agricultural production center as his children, especially Emily, wanted. Yes, because your 7-year-old who wanted to be a princess, that's what she said. Daddy, I want to be a princess, and I want to be the princess of an agricultural production center. This man does not have an army, okay? This man does not have an army. Build that up if you want to. Let's operate on the pipe dream that he builds this into an agricultural center, as he says, right? Let's just say that he does that. What are you trying to do? You trying to start a war between Egypt and Sudan? Because if you ain't got no army and they got armies, they showing up to house. Because that's how it works. They showing up to house. And they probably gonna show up to house it at the same time. And when they show up to house it at the same time, there's one man bring his army, this other man bring his army. What you think gonna happen? This man over here is gonna start a war because he want his little girl to be a princess. Have you ever been to the Disney store? They got all kinds of princess stuff that'll help your little girl pretend. Like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you just get a pool in the backyard and tell your little girl that she's Ariel? Why didn't you do that? My buddy Shannon, his daughter loves princesses. Loves them, loves them, loves them. And her favorite one is Ariel. She would love it if her daddy were to dig up a pool in the backyard and her daddy say that you are the Ariel of this pool. And she would say, Daddy, does that mean I'm a princess? And then he would say yes. And then she would believe she was a princess for as long as being a princess is something that she wanted to be. This man clicked his heels 3 times and went back to Africa. I understand that back is a stretch. But you get what I'm saying here. The man went to Sudan to house some land. God bless whoever dates that little girl in the near future. Seriously. Seriously. Like, this man is going to have to scale this back all the way. Everything she asked for from here on out, in order to prevent her from being absolutely insufferable, he's going to have to explain to her, yo, I made you a princess. I'm done. You're a princess. I don't owe you anything else. At all. You're a princess. Done. Go ask your raggedy little friends if their daddies went to Africa to make them princesses. And if none of your raggedy little friends got a daddy that went to Africa to make them princesses, then I don't give a damn what they daddies are going to have at their birthday parties. You won't have a pony. Why? Because you're a princess. And you're probably going to be wondering, what's the good of being a princess if all I get to be is a princess? Well, you should have thought of that a little bit sooner. I went to the ends of the earth to show you I'd do anything to make you a princess. But I ain't doing nothing else. I ain't got nothing more to prove to you. That proved that I would do anything for you. I don't have to do anything after I proved it, little girl. That's the way he's going to have to approach this. That's the way. He gonna wish he ain't do this when she come back home from college with some 35-year-old boyfriend because she looking for another daddy.